Yes, Tuesday, April 19th. Okay, so I'm just coming off a long weekend. My company observes the Norwegian holidays, so we had last Thursday, Friday, and this Monday off. So we spent some time in town, but unfortunately the weekend wasn't uneventful. So yesterday we were subject to another missile attack, and the missiles landed in the area near our central railway station. From the latest I heard, one child was killed, five civilians, and 11 other people were injured. And they hit the railway, some part of the railway station where logistics is handled, and then they hit auto repair facility. And this is all in the open news now. So yeah, it looks like they're trying to discourage weapons imports or any other kind of imports. It looks like that's the message that the Russians wanted to send, but all they're doing is encouraging more foreigners and Ukrainians to join the army. I mean, and encouraging more people to help. So it's just going to backfire on them. Yeah, so that's all that's here. We're okay. Just got back from some grocery shopping. Had to go to the markets, go to several stores. We still can't find any brown rice. So I think all the things that come from Turkey, and maybe this is why the Indian restaurants closed. All the spices and things they use to make the food come through Turkey, through the port of Odessa. And the port of Odessa is obviously still closed. They need to sink another 13 ships. So hopefully they're getting on that so they can reopen the port. But it's pretty cool. They sunk the Moskva. Um, I mean, so, yeah, but the war is far from over. There's a new attack starting this morning from the Donbass region, and Mariupol is under siege. It's a very tragic situation there. Uh, if you're gonna come here and volunteer and stuff, on the front lines in Ukraine, you really need to be aware of the risks. So they captured two British soldiers there, and they're all over the news, and I don't think they're being treated very well. So you just have to understand that being here comes with a lot of risk. I mean, in Lviv, you're probably going to be okay, but if you go to the front lines, there is risk there, and it's this romantic notion of war. It's not just shooting guns and taking hills. It's a lot of like not taking a bath and missing meals, and your feet get all sweaty, and you get fungus in your feet, and the feet are a big problem. Feet are, when I was in the Navy and I went to this airborne school, and I was stationed in a mostly Army based command, and we go for these long marches and things. It's your feet. Your feet take a beating. You really have to get your feet before you go blistered up. You have to train your feet for this. You have to go on some long hikes and new boots and get all the blisters and let your skin get calloused over and what have you, and then your feet are ready. Uh, so yeah, yeah. What else is going on? We're just, I don't know. I was in town yesterday. I'm just doing this off the top of my head without notes, but I was in town and I don't see so many. I guess the journalists are probably all down at the train station, but there's less and less journalists than there were before. I don't know if the news cycle is changing, but it's a concern I had. We have to keep this in the news. As I said, there's so many important things with Ukraine. Eastern Ukraine is like a breadbasket that feeds a lot of the Middle East and Africa, and Russia can use that grain as influence over countries. And then there's a ton of oil in the Azov Sea and in the Black Sea, that can power up, their war machine. I mean, the sanctions don't hold forever, especially when it comes to oil. People always cheat and find a way around it, and they can. So we can't count on not buying Russian oil until we completely change our technology and get off of oil, and that probably has to be our priority. So yeah, that's all I got today. Everything's okay. Some people were asking, am I okay and everything. Yeah, I'm doing well, you know. So, you know, I'm gonna be back in Norway next month for a short visit, you know, and and take care of some business there, and then come back here, you know. But I am a bit concerned about May 9th. They're saying Putin could lose his shit on May 9th and go nuclear or something. So maybe we'll duck out around that time frame 2 or 3 days before and stay out 2 or 3 days after. Go to Poland for a week. You know, I really want to start looking for a house or apartment in Poland that we can have a bug out place to if it was needed. If it things went chemical and nuclear, where being a foot soldier or something didn't help. I'm not active in any military units or anything. Just for the record, I'm just helping unpack boxes whenever I can. That's about it. But raising money, that's about unpacking boxes and raising money, just to be clear. So yeah, just looking maybe around that time, because a lot of people, that's like a very important holiday in Russia. That's where they do the military parade, and apparently they're really mad because they don't have any tanks right now for the parade. So they all got blown up. The factory ran out of imported components, so they had to stop production on the tanks. And that's where sanctions can work, if they can maintain it for long term. But if the Chinese, make substitute components and smuggle it in, who knows what the hell can happen. So I don't know. The U.S. really needs to exert some influence on China, because that's, they can definitely copy anything, so maybe not that great quality, but it would still work for some part, and be a problem. But yeah, anyway, sorry, I was supposed to close this 2 minutes earlier, than I got on another sidetrack. But yeah, take care, and I'll check in a couple days. I'm going to start putting together my videos for U.S. politics, probably starting later this week, and that'll be on another. What do we have here in YouTube? We have like channels, so I'll have that on another channel, but it'll still probably pop up in your feed if you're subscribed to my YouTube. But anyway, take care and goodbye.